I guess we are live. Mm, we sure do. So, after a long time on YouTube, I was just randomly browsing over the internet and thought, I should start streaming again. Because if not now, then when? And I came across this portfolio website. It's I don't know if exactly what he is. Um, I don't exactly understand what this guy is about, but it looks pretty cool, and I can turn it into my portfolio website by simply copy pasting the elements. Well, I won't be able to find his code over GitHub, but I would try my best to jot down all of this in the form of code. This looks pretty cool. This could be replicated with AOS. I was searching about AOS library. Actually, he is using a particle wrapper, entire particle system, whatever you could say, but I won't be able to spend that much brain on it right now at this moment, but I would be using AOS to just at least replicate this animation whenever it comes to the screen. Shit. I don't know how to do that, but yeah, we'll try. So I've already set up the base project over here. So and we will do npm npms and would run fine on localhost 3000. First, I'm planning to work on the hero section itself, and hopefully, if my luck is with me, we are able to finish it. Actually, the entire page in just one night. And I'm going to keep streaming till we do not finish this entire page. About the hero section, I will allow this container to take the entire width. It will span across this entire page, and there's something with these. I don't understand, like, where do these blocks disappear, but he's actually doing great stuff. We cannot even scroll down and see where they get disappeared. They just vanish into the white. These blocks just vanish into the white, right? So let's try doing that. I'm going to copy this style of this text and stuff like that without caring about a background. We are going to make a division first. So this is a hero section, and inside this hero section, let's say not like that. Sorry. I'm going to add another division inside, and inside of it I'm going to write class the hero module section, and here I will write style for the container. Initially I would give it background color black just for development purpose, and then I would just prompt it to use the entire width of the screen, which is going to be 100%, or actually 100% of the view width, because the percentage doesn't work on free browser. And I'm going to give it a height of maybe 90% for starting on, not 90% but a 70%. It's not going to be a fixed height, but we'll change according to the requirement, and this might look something like that. 70% of what? 70%. We're going to give it a view height of 70%. We're going to give it a height of 70%, just like that. And now the plan is, are we going to make it black or white? My favorite color is black. So we're going to see if we can make it in black, just for fun purpose. We are going to challenge ourselves into making it black, because I like black, and we're going to create text container, or actually it would be an intro container, and here I'll actually give this the class name styles.intro container. Now this intro container would be display flex, because why not? And that intro container has three, as far as you can see, it has three flex items in it. So I would say the flex direction for this one is going to be column, sorry, not, it's going to be row, and I'm going to set some gap between them, but let's see how it does. So I'm going to write something like hi h1, hi, I am Bibhuti, and we are going to have this one here, which is going to have a location tag and stuff like that. So Gopal, Brooklyn, New York. Like, what's Brooklyn? Brooklyn, country in New York State. Country in New York State. That's weird, but I'm going to write have myself write India here completely, and here, not here but here, we're going to have our intro text, which is going to be a normal paragraph tag, and in that intro text I am going to be writing now. We have a concurrent viewer. So I'm going to write a little detail about myself. Develop websites, web, not websites, but I develop, okay, websites, web apps. Sorry. Programs. Something like that, and the color should be white just for us to see for now. The color should be white just for us to see for now, and this is our terrain. Sorry for this, I'm going to set the direction for column because I forgot how to do. Yeah, now the thing is that I want all of this to be at center, so this will hopefully why doesn't it work? Should work. It does justify the content in center, right? Hasn't justified in my case. taking the entire width, right? Sorry, I'm just stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. The flex direction, the flex column is wrong, right? So it should be like this. Now the problem is that it shouldn't always be spanning across the, or it should be, but it doesn't matter, you know. It can take the full display width and nobody is going to notice that. All I have to do, or all I need to do, is to place it exactly in the center of this division. So what I would do is I would hide fit content with fit content. That would obviously come to this side, but I'm going to make this container relative, and I'm going to tell this key inset is 0, margin 0. So that should technically bring it in. Yeah, but there is one more thing. Position absolute. I should just bring it to the exact center. Insert 0, margin 0. And bring it quite well, right? Should technically center the div. Margin should be auto. It's now at the exact center. Now I need to match this in accordance to the black thing in the background. How can I do that? I will just look into some figmas. Black. I know this is not going to look professional, but gradient text and black background. need to add following thing to your text, right? And I am Bibhuti, so I'm going to add a title class. I'm going to copy all of this, right? And I'm going to see what effect it brings to my text. So and it's pretty good, right? All we need is to increase its size so that it just blends in. We're not going to use calci this time, we are going to use em. So for text size yeah, it actually looks cool, but I want this gradient to be changing, so I'm going to create an animation where it's not a linear gradient, but it's sorry, not like that. We are going to name this animation title something like that, dynamic title or dynamic title. And inside this dynamic title I'm going to define the keyframes for the colors. So I just forgot the syntax for keyframes, so never mind. This is from and to. I want it to end on same keyframes. Okay. I'm going to erase all of it. And we are going to place this instead. Sorry. We're going to place this instead. I know that it isn't going to matter much, but still. So we have degrees over here, right? We are going to start from 0 degree. We are going to go 19. We are going to go 90. We are going to go 120. 180, we are going to go 275, and we are going to go 360, and we are going to see how it's going to look, right? My move, the name of the animation is dynamic title 1 second, 3 seconds maybe, and we want it to be infinite as obviously. So we are going to go and react. It's not smooth. Ease in out. So it's going to make it smooth, I guess. It's not smooth at all. But we can take inspiration from this. The way it is changing its color. Why are our color not? Why is our color not smoother? Maybe I need to remove this background image so that it doesn't show me that. It's not smoother. It's not, definitely not smoother. Have we done some mistake? It's done in the same way, no? It's working, but I have to check my messages. कैमरा इज ऑन।
नहीं की को चुती है
इसने पहले मेरे पेट में मुक्का मारा, पहले पेट में मुक्का मारा, आपने सुनी देखा?
कैमरा चालू है। Not able to figure out why it's not smooth, and I'm going to ask it to the GPT. Actually, I don't use GPT, I use Perplexity. So why is the animation not smooth? Linear. So haven't added any timing function according to it. I should be smooth. No, well. So it's going to create up to 100 keyframes for me. If it's not going to smoothen out, it's going to be creating a keyframe for every degree, and I hope that this much is enough. So you smartly use AI, by the way. So that's weird. But why is it even? Should I give it more time? Should I give it like 10 seconds? So what if I do these? Switch to 12 volts and say that it's not working. Why is it so that what if I remove image from the background, setting a background image instead, na? And setting a now it would. Huh. I think the entire implementation of this is wrong because there is this text. The text should be in the center. Should it really be working? So it doesn't work on background color. Should work on background. Yeah, the background color keeps changing. That's really weird. Why? Can I try experimenting with this one? So, just place my keyframes. This. Place my keyframe here, and instead of making it move, you should run this one. It's not just happening because of that. It's happening. Something is wrong with linear gradient. Something is wrong with changing linear gradient, and even with async function, it cannot change much, right? Animating linear gradient. So he suggests that you cannot really change the gradient, but what you can do is one thing. We have background images over here, but instead of rotating the degree, instead of just keep rotating the degree, what we can do is just transform the background, hide its actually try one thing. We're going to comment out this code as usual. We're also going to comment out this code. We are going to take the background image from here and we are going to place it over here. Now since it's something like it was 275 degree, it was 275 degree, but we have the window over here. I want the background image to transform, right? Can I this will require me before and after before and after to be able to do that, Hannah. Before I'm going to paste this over here. What the fuck is even happening? I cannot even set height. I can set height, but sorry, I just lost myself in that. Percent height, 100% of that, 100% of that. But we cannot see before and after of it, you know? 100% of that. Yes. डिनर बन गया डिनर बन गया
हाँ सीखी दे रहे बस
আমার পড়ার ভিডিও বানাচ্ছি কিছু প্রবলেম बच गया बच गया बच गया।
কাবেরী বন্ধ কর, কাবেরী বন্ধ কর। ছেড়ে দিচ্ছি নাকি? কেন ছেড়ে দিচ্ছি? নিরন্তর আর পুরো পুরো বানাস না, বানা পুরো, কিন্তু কেটে কেটে দে। একটা ভিডিও 3 দিন দাও, রেগুলার দাও। কথা বুঝেছো? একদিনই পুরো বানিয়ে দেবে তো কেউ দেখবে না, फिर পরের দিন पेट में भूख रहेगा, अभी ये खाना है, अभी वो खाना है, काट काट के देना, बोला अभी বুঝেছো? 5 মিনিটের ভিডিও দাও বা 10 মিনিটের দাও, এমনি শুনে যাবে। 5 मिनट भी बहुत होता है, देखना। একটা ভিডিও বানিয়ে 10 টুকরো করে দাও, 5 মিনিট করে। কথা বললে বাবা?
शौक चढ़ता है। मम्मी का कोई काम नहीं है यहाँ पे। ये क्या होता होने दो, आप जाओ, आप यहाँ पे हो इसलिए बात हो रही है। मैंने थोड़ी ना पास बैठे रहने को बोला।
सारा दिन करते हैं
हम्म,
हर चीज
ड्राइंग रूम में बैठो। Give me gradient text before and ये कब हुआ? Oh, we have one. पर्सनल कॉन्टैक्ट शो करना नहीं चाहिए। कहाँ गया यार विजिबिलिटी? good, but we need to animate it as uh, we thought about of it before. So the linear gradient would be a simple one. In fact, we are going to remove the linear gradient from here. Anna, we're going to remove the linear gradient from here. We're going to. Why do we have it on both sides? Like if I remove this, okay. If I remove it from here, shouldn't have any effect as usual. So this is a bit confusing. Like we have background over here, but data text. Okay, attribute data text. That that's what. That's where our text is, right? That's where our text is. So again, we are going to have a simple background gradient, and we are going to uncomment this code over here, this CSS over here, and as we uncomment this, why is it still not uncommented? We are going to use animations for wherever our background is going to go. Animations and dynamic title, whatever. I'm going to give it 3 seconds and I'm going to run it infinitely. So as you can see, it's choppy, and the one way to make it not so choppy is that we are going to change the position of the background image instead of changing the linear gradient of the image. In fact, we could have used we could have changed the linear gradient of the image, but it only changes color wise, not the orientation wise. How we are going to, maybe I should try a timing function here. So even the timing function doesn't work, similar to the previous case, but let's put this animation to hold. Sorry, let's copy this and paste it over here, over title, and now I need to see if I can rotate the background. How can I even rotate the background image? Yeah, like I can rotate. It would actually rotate the entire title. It won't rotate the background, right? We have okay. The problem is we use transform and rotate it in some angle, maybe rotate it 180 degree, and we get to see that the entire text rotates. That is what we do not want. At all, right? We want only the gradient background of it to rotate. So there is something wrong with this. I guess we should have a background over here. We should have a background over here, and we should have the background clip. The content will go over the content will go over here, and the background clip and fill color transparent stuff will go over here. Okay, so I don't know if it should work or not. Let's actually remove the transform attribute from here, and I don't have idea of what I'm doing. Okay, so one way to there's another way to approach the problem. There is another way to approach the problem is to do it programmatically, which is by JavaScript itself. But the problem is that it would require a lot of re-renders, which would again put a load on browser and make our website slow. We don't want to do that, right? We'll just look into another way. This is what I wanted to. So each one of them is just manipulating the background position. I don't want to manipulate background position. In fact, I just want to rotate the background position. Oh, sorry, my screen wasn't visible. Just I will be back in a break. हाँ तो भाई thing is the text is already here but we cannot see the text. It's because the width and height of the text itself is not appearing to us. The text is still here. I'll just pass this one. How do they make this? देखो बैकग्राउंड पोजीशन में they can only move background है ना. I don't think they can rotate it. Top, center, bottom, top, center, bottom, top, center, bottom. Yo. This one we actually need this one. So what he did is he's basically rotating the background image. Five. Okay, I kind of get it. So is the ID for button. I'm going to make this button a bit bigger, so obviously but the after should be even bigger, right? Like about 300%. About 5. inset 0 margin or inset 0 margin auto. Nice. So anything here, like anything in the text, now the text should be obviously background clip. Well, we are not able to get the text right. Or did they implemented it? This doesn't work here. Opacity is not going to work here. Blur is not going to work here. Position is absolute. If I rotate this, it would simply become this. So the title text is. Wait a minute. It's not even going to do anything. It's not even good. It's not even going to do anything. If I say that, well,
Hello friends, welcome to Smash the Shark. I am Amit Kumar and in this video tutorial I am going to show you how you can go ahead
ये भी background
guys.
position
For
आ गया
example,
है.
let's go ahead and use the text view and comment your thoughts on the comment section on
अरे ये नहीं करना भाई. Problem is we do not want. We do not want to. We do not want to. You know what? We are going to revert back to our old technique. Let me show you. As it was evidently shown, it wasn't going to be animated. Good. Now we are going to uncomment this code. Sorry. We are going to remove these comments. We are going to uncomment this code, and it would appear as usual. But what we are going to do is that we are going to make it very very smooth. Instead of using any timing function, we are going to make it so smooth. ठीक है. Make steps. That is going to be really really long response. But I'm going to let the AI do heavy lifting for me. I'm going to experiment with this and see what happens. It's not working. Background cannot be animated, right? We cannot even all we have is the option to rotate it. We can try this one. To make it much smoother, I'm going to increase the time. Ah. OG.text. Pump up the pawn sauce. Okay, this guy just found us a solution. It's a neat solution. Whoever he is, thank you to Pouji, और कौन है ये पता नहीं. J J J J Tompkins. J Tompkins. Thanks to him. Thanks to J Tompkins. Whoever he is, thanks to him. ठीक है? And we are going to finally remove all of this disaster. We are going to do this with title, and it should work fine. Oh my god, that's working. But obviously we don't want it to be limited to here. We want our old gradient back, so we'll hand pick the colors. I don't know if I'm choosing the right colors or not. One to one, now gradient. Whatever it is. Busy size is going to be 300. Actually, a bit smaller, 100%. 200. Just wanted to know backdrop shadow be like this. I want the backdrop shadow as well to be here. Okay, let's actually choose a good font. I want Montserrat. Because I'm a huge fan of Montserrat as a font. I want this to be this entire font to be embedded into my code, so I'll just go with the import link for the CSS, and I'll go to the app CSS. CSS, going to be importing Montserrat over here, and to be sans serif. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We don't want this much of the font size. It's too big. This might just not. This might be actually too big for. So I don't know what it is supposed to do, but I'm not even bothering about it right now. Yes. But here's a huge problem here. What if? What if? Dude, it's working. It's working. It's working just fine. Now I want to, now I would like to, or I would have to work more on this, the header, the so-called header. The header might have 3 buttons spread out. No, I don't want to work on header yet. I want to have few divisions spread over the entire thing. Particles. So I'm going to offload this work to AI. have each must have what did I do? क्या हो गया भाई? परप्लेक्सिटी चक्कर खा गया भाई। क्या कराना चाह रहे हो भाई मुझसे? so good at this. going to hide the overflow because so that every time I do this, it's going to change. So when they appear, I would want to make them move randomly, right? I would want to make them move randomly. Oh my god. So the GPT is actually going to, like if you're good at prompting, it's actually going to get some serious work done without you bothering to know. But you might have to, be be good at coding in order to understand what's happening here, because sometimes you won't be able to make it just by copy pasting. I have the confidence to copy paste because I know most of the stuff, but it not be applicable for beginners. You have used it. Where is our styles? Make the squares appear as if they are moving away from center. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I have so much trust in perplexity now that it can basically do anything in terms of front end at least. Square, styles dot square. When I refresh this, now this is the time we need to actually study the code here. We want the squares to shoot off in another direction, then stop somewhere, है ना? These squares are stopping somewhere, like here. Whenever I'm going to go do this, which I don't want them to. Okay. So I want these squares to be here from the center. They are going to burst away from center when they appear on the screen. And when someone scrolls, they are going to burst away from the center. Huh? Get new position, get opacity, square divs, get random size, get random opacity, get new position. So we need them to be at, initially we need them to be at starting. Okay. Initially we need them to be at center, which is just right behind my name. How can we do that? अरे भाई shouldn't even do this. Get new position. So what happens is that it's here a function to get random size, a function to get opacity, distance of the center, a function to get, it's going to get opacity x comma y. X comma y is going to be the, it's basically giving you the opacity on the basis of distance from the center. So on use effect it should be id index, size, x y, rotation and opacity. We are going to get a random size. We are going to get inner width. We are going to get a random position for each, but here I want the position to be 0 and 0 for each one of them. So there is 0. Here is 0. Knows what it's trying to do. Set interval, width and height are going to be, top and left are going to be x and x. X and x. Top and left are going to be x and x pixels. What if I have this as person? Each one of them has to be some reason they set timeout after a second. There me change their position after the second, and each one of them is going to change their position after the second center action. So when I refresh this one goes like this. Set new position. Each box a random location, just a little bit away from center. When loaded inner width by to map dot random. It's going to make those move so there is this hole with each need to provide it my code, and this get I want the squares to move manner that burst out from center and move only up to 100 pixels away from center. Each square must have its unique direction and distance. New distance. Modify the get new position. Just shoots off. Just want to know opacity, rotation, XY, size, X index. It's going to return new X. This is basically distance. Calculating the new position. The new X will return X and Y only. The new X will return X and Y only for each of them. Actually, you know what? Y. Let's see what happens. New X, new Y. I'm going to do inner width. So having the inner width, we want to now just travel maybe 20% to 30%. from 10 to 30. Right. Aiming for 30 to 100. From 10 to 90. Aiming from 10 to 90. Let's try this one. Yeah, this is epic. Get capacity. The actually thinking to make it a bit colorful instead of just having it monotone in black and white. Have it monotone in black and white. It's like make it a bit more colorful than it is usually. where is the set interval? Set interval, so the timeout. I'm going to make it small as 300 milliseconds so that whenever it appears on the screen it must burst away like that. Yeah, that looks cool, but it seems it's a bit out of place actually. So see what we can do. Maybe this and this. We have achieved the objective somewhat. But we are randomly allocating each of the blocks. Can I increase the number of the blocks here? I mean the number of the, obviously the length is up to 10 only, but we will be increasing the number of the to 20 so that I may have to stop sharing, like I may have to stop this podcast here only because I think I won't be able to make it today itself. So bye bye, see you in the next